Welcome back to another episode of your Digi Hustle News. As always, I'm Wade Teamer. So, I've been playing this game. It's called SKYWEAVER, and when I tell you guys that this is the most fun I've had in a long time, I mean that this is the most fun I've had in a long time. With blockchain games on the rise, you guys know I have been on the hunt for the best opportunities out there. When it comes to blockchain gaming, I have yet to find one better than SKYWEAVER. Now, before we get into this, because it is starting to sound a little bit advertising, that's not what this is. I discovered SKYWEAVER about 7 months ago, and the gameplay that I'm going to show you guys later in this episode is from the beta, but tomorrow is the public launch of this game, which is why today we are going to dive into SKYWEAVER. SKYWEAVER is a cross-platform trading card game that really calls back to the old TCG juggernauts of the past like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! This can be seen in the style of gameplay with SKYWEAVER. Now, I'm about to call out the old school gamers with this one, but this gameplay reminds me of two titles from back in the day. And I mean all the way back in the day. Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2004 for the Game Boy Advance, and the actually pretty decent knockoff Duel Masters. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can a string of titles from the early 2000s correlate to what we are talking about here? Well, let me flex my gamer tag for a second. Trading card games have come a very long way, and I know I'm probably only talking to a very niche audience, but this point is going to make sense. Trading card games, as video games, have had the hardest route, mainly because, well, it's only so much, you could do with them. But here's what TCGs have always done and would perfectly explain why they are still here today. They were the first to allow us to have a real relationship with a physical item in a digital form. For example, Yu-Gi-Oh! For the Game Boy Advance and some console versions too. They had this feature in which you can input the actual card's ID number and then use that same card in the game. Basically, what I'm saying is that I see SKYWEAVER as being made by a team of true trading card game players who, like me, has watched this very small market evolve through the decades. And they've pulled all of the best pieces from along the way and put them into SKYWEAVER. So many different elements to this game, so many small features and attributes that it really takes me back, guys. Each character has its own class, each class has signature traits, and each creature within those classes have their own traits. Then you have the elemental element as well, with light and dark, water, fire, metal, magic. Like, if this was an anime, which it probably will be, it's going to be amazing. Okay. Now, all of this is built on Horizon, not to be confused with Horizon, which is in a completely different market. But Horizon developed the Sequence wallet, which is a smart wallet that is specifically designed with Web3 in mind. It has already garnered some support too for some very powerful entities, guys, and I was actually shocked because during the research process of this video is when I discovered this. But they have backing by Digital Currency Group, our friends over at Consensus, and Coinbase. Now, before we get into the gameplay, I want to walk you through the process of signing up if you choose to do so. It's a very easy four-step process. You simply go to play.skyweaver.net. And like I said before, it is cross-compatible, so you can use your Android or iOS to play this game. Step two is going to be a little different after tomorrow because, like I mentioned before, uh, on the public beta, you won't need codes anymore, but you will still need to create a sequence wallet. This will be for storing your cards as NFTs for trade on the marketplace. Now, Alex will get more into that a little bit later once we get into the gameplay, because that's a pretty decent money making opportunity right there. But lastly, guys, simply create your identity, create your character, and you're ready to play just like that. And that's what we're actually going to dive into now, is what it's going to look like once you get an insight. Okay, guys, so we are in SKYWEAVER the game. All right, I want to walk you through some of the background stuff before we get into a matchup. And I'll tell you, full disclosure, I might lose. I might lose. I just want to put that out there now because, see, it's not that I'm terrible or anything. It's just uh, it's some very good players on Skyweaver, and the game itself requires a whole lot of strategy, guys. It really does. But you can see they got some recent events going on. Of course, this invite a friend tab, which we'll get to before we leave here, guys, because I'm really not sure with the public beta being tomorrow if these codes will even still be valid, but maybe these codes offer a more streamlined access. Like they were literally given to me at the beginning of February, a week ago. So still not sure how that's gonna work. However, when we get to that part, guys, I will definitely reveal those and we'll see how it all plays out. But you can see here at the top, guys, we have different game modes. I am currently in the ranked category because I am competing for silver cards. But they have options for conquest and you get the gold cards. That's a whole different level of battle there. And of course, we got practice and then private battles, challenge a friend. So I guess that's where that referral code would come into play. And then, of course, we have the tutorials where you can learn the game. Now, with this private, yeah, I'm really thinking I send you guys one of the codes that was given to me, and then we can directly, battle it up back and forth. You don't want the smoke. But yeah, we got those game modes, guys. And then, of course, I want to take you to the profile section because there's a lot of juicy details here. Now, you can see right away at the top, DHN 2099 is me, the Dragon Master, level 18. I'm currently collecting about 48 cards out of the 500 base cards. Now, these base cards are the pretty much the cards that everyone is going to have access to when you start the game. It's how you learn how to compete and build your deck and what the different features of the cards are, things like that. The silver and gold cards, here's where it gets fancy, okay? These silver and gold cards have value, and we'll take a quick look at the marketplace in a second. But these silver and gold cards have value, guys. Simply, these work as NFTs. We'll just jump right over to it so I can show you. And you can see here, guys, they all have their own value, right? So when you compete in the regular gameplay and you get a silver card, that silver card has a USDC value, okay? Now, I've been in it for a few months, like I said, and I've seen the value of these cards way lower than $1.99, $2. As you can see, some of these gold cards are selling for 20 bucks a pop. Okay. Now, keep in mind, you can earn these by playing in the game. That's what's kept me around so long when it comes to Skyweaver, guys. But let's see, we have rankings, leaderboard, do these seasons, and we saw that here. Season 3, we are in season 3 live, guys. I really didn't start competing heavily until just recently in season 3, so you can see my ranking is a bit up. It's kind of hard to, of course, play this game consistently and do YouTube. So when I get a chance to kick back, this is how I do it, guys. So yeah, that's the rankings, the seasons, conquest mode that gives you all your stats there, activities, matchups. You can see here, guys. Yeah, like I said, I might lose in a few minutes here, but it's all good because this game, it's that enjoyable. And you can see I do have a couple W's. I do have a couple victories there. But either way, let's get into the gameplay, guys. Oh yeah, there's my deck there. Now, the deck construction part, I do want to mention this really quickly here. It is a process. It is a process. What you have to do is compete, and which is what we're going to do. And as you compete, you will unlock more cards. Okay, these are all of the cards that I have collected as I am a savage competitor. Okay, but let's not waste any more time, guys, and let me show you this gameplay action. Now, it's going to take us a second, of course, to find a opponent. Oh boy, here we go. We're ready. All right. Now, make sure all my audio is legit here.
A few moments later.
I wanted to make sure the internal audio was there, but here we are. All right, rank discovery. I am up against a nimble alpaca. This is wild. Okay, like I said, guys, if I if I get smoked, don't laugh. All right, putting myself out here. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. I'm going second. Pick 4 cards to keep in the beginning. This is like your starting hand, and then you can see all of the activities here. So I'm gonna start with my Jackrabbit, Grimstone, cross reference, think twice. That's 4. Yep. Now, simple math needs to be applied here. That's going to be very key to the strategy. So now we just wait on his opponent. My deck is a combination of strength and ice. So I got a nice little combination going here. Now, again, these games are live, guys. So I'm playing against a live alpaca, I guess. He is nimble. So, and you can see he just summoned a defensive creature. You can tell by the shield there. Now, that will protect him from direct attacks against your hero or your leader, your main deck character, which again made me call back to, look at that. See, he attacked me already. But that's what made me call back to Yu-Gi-Oh! And the deck masters, all of that, right? So, and down here is your mana fit. Hey, look, I'm doing YouTube. Don't rush me, sir. Got your 2 mana right there. That accumulates each turn, right? But see, this is why I like my hero. Mana potion, right? It costs me no mana to gain 1 mana. And now you can see at the bottom here, more of these cards have been highlighted, which means that I can now use them. So let's start by summoning a Grimstone. Now, he has a special ability. Of course, when he dies, he gets to summon Zomboid at no cost or no mana. I have used all my mana, so I will end my turn. Again, guys, this is a very strategic game. You really got to play this out. I really hope this doesn't go on too long, but, we'll cut it in post or whatever. But, yeah, guys, this game is it. Okay. It is definitely it. And you can get lost in it, especially if you were an avid trading card gamer like I was back in the day, uh, going all the way back to middle school, honestly. So let's summon my Jackrabbit. And you can see here the abilities. Give another random ally unit +1 power and attach a furry to it. Ha ha ha. So when I summon my Jackrabbit, everybody gets juiced up just a little bit. Chain toss. What's that? Let's see what chain toss is before I get to using it. Attach chain to an enemy unit. Okay. So that needs to be strategically placed. That's to stop him from using a special ability. Okay. So turn's almost over. Attacking will kill both of my creature and his, but I wanted to get that shield out of the way. And then, of course, my special ability activates, so I'm still up. And then we go. Come on now. I want to attack him. I want to attack. Oh, I have not enough mana. Thanks. Haha. I can talk trash too. Anyway, so yeah, guys, this is how it's really going to go. Now, I'll record this whole thing. I'll record this whole thing for those who want to see this entire match. But for the sake of YouTube and the specific video that we are in, I'm going to end it right here. And you already know what I'm going to tell you guys. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And that wasn't fair, but he went and got a kickback already. Sorry. Have a great one. Have a prosperous one. Most importantly, we'll see you in the next episode. Found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information with friends and family. If you're new to crypto, I have links to the most notable exchanges in the description. Using the links below supports the channel and comes with special bonuses for members of our network. For more information on the new economy, check out the playlist related to this episode on the right and our most recent episode on the left. As always, have a great day, have a prosperous day. Most importantly, We making this money. I'll see y'all in the next one.